Søren Kierkegaard quotes, "The tyrant dies and his rule is over. The martyr dies and his rule begins." Once you label me, you negate me. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. What if everything in the world were a misunderstanding? What if laughter were really tears? The most painful state of being is remembering the future, particularly the one you'll never have. What labels me negates me. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true. People understand me so poorly that they don't even understand my complaint about them not understanding me. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought which they seldom use. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. The self-assured believer is a greater sinner in the eyes of God than the troubled disbeliever. It is the duty of the human understanding to understand that there are things which it cannot understand. There is nothing with which every man is so afraid as getting to know how enormously much he is capable of doing and becoming. It is impossible to exist without passion. Boredom is the root of all evil, the despairing refusal to be oneself. It is so hard to believe because it is so hard to obey. The highest and most beautiful things in life are not to be heard about, nor read about, nor seen, but, if one will, are to be lived. Many of us pursue pleasure with such breathless haste that we hurry past it. If anyone on the verge of action should judge himself according to the outcome, he would never begin. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.